How's it going, guys? Tony here, and today I'm going to be doing a special video. I'm going to be covering the Sega Pico. I have wanted one of these for about 15 years. I passed on it in a thrift store about 15 years ago. Wanted one as a kid. Finally found one in a Goodwill for $3. So awesome. I'm so glad to knock this off my list. And we're going to play today. Check it out. It's kind of a curiosity. And the way you play is you have a little touchpad here, and you can use a pen to play. And you can also touch. There's like a little storybook inside. And this is the cartridge. Okay, this is the cartridge, and it's a little storybook. Kind of the same vein as like VTech stuff. And I don't collect too many things like this. But when it comes to Sega and the Pico, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. So let's check it out, guys. Is it worth it? Thanks for watching.
A child's mind is like a sponge, absorbing everything.
Middle-aged men who want to be teenage girls next.
So make it the right things with Pico. It turns TV into your kid's first computer and turns on the power of their imaginations. With Storybook software, turn the page and images come alive on TV. Kids learn numbers, music, reading,
D-O-G, dog,
and more. Most kids spend 3 hours a day glued to TV. Pico makes it a smart 3 hours.
Okay, guys, let's take a look at the Sega Pico, or Pico. Now, you might ask yourself, why the heck am I trying this out? Why the heck am I doing this on my channel? Well, guys, seriously, when I found this, I about freaked out. Finding this in the wild for $3 when I've been looking for it for years for a good price. I know I can go off of Amazon, I know I can go on eBay and track this down easily, but what's the fun in that? What's the fun in that? I found this about 15 years ago, passed on it, went back the next day to that store, and it was gone. This is even cooler. Now let's talk about the system itself. So you have two ways of playing the games. You have the stylus, which you're seeing me use primarily in the video, and there's some simple little controls like a D-pad and a little button you can use. Now here you actually have to use a little D-pad and navigate your little guy here through the town to get him to Main Street. And I'm crashing into everything on purpose just to see what was going to happen. And it was a lot of fun. Now you might ask yourself, again, why am I doing this on the channel? Well, this is pretty special to me. I wanted it as a kid. I wanted to play this as a kid. And yeah, it's very, very juvenile. I understand. It's designed for little kids back in the 90s. But still, it's really cool. Now, does it work pretty good? Yeah, absolutely. The stylus works very well. It's a little touchy, but still, this is from the 90s, and it worked fairly well. It took me a little while to get used to it, to get used to the controls, the touchpad, and it would stick every now and again, but not too bad. Like here, the little gingerbread game. Gingerbread game is not the best, and I'm having a little difficulty, but it's okay. And guys, this system's really cool. I would like to track down, there's actually a Sonic game that I want to track down, and there's a lot of like little mini games, and I'm gonna see if I can get the Japanese version and the American version, because apparently the American version is censored and the Japanese version has more games, like they actually gamble and things like that. So yeah, it's very intuitive. Now, back in the day, this thing did not sell well at all. So it's more of a curiosity now, and it's pretty unique. It's pretty unique. I think it's better than the VTech stuff that was out in the 90s, and even now. I do like the interactive storybook, and it does play pretty. So if I was a younger kid, I would really, really enjoy these games and just kind of exploring. You can explore and do different things. There's little mini games in each little area that you go through, and it's a ton of fun. I enjoyed this. Even as an adult, I had some fun here. And it's very responsive, like I said. Now, you can find the Sega Pico for like $50 loose or cheaper, depending on if it has a game or not and the condition. And I'm pretty happy that I got it for $3. It's in the collection, it'll stay in the collection. And I love weird curiosities like this. I got the Vectrex earlier in the summer, and now this, and I'm just super excited. So, I'm going to let you guys check the rest of the footage out. What are some weird curiosities that you have in your collection? What are some things that you're hunting down that nobody even cares about or even knows about? Like, I would love to get an old Apple computer someday. That's kind of on my list too of curiosities to find and add to my collection. And I'm always on the lookout, and I'm glad to have added this to my collection. Anyway, let me know what you guys think of the Sega Pico, and enjoy the rest of this footage. Okay guys, well that's going to wrap it up. I wanted to just cover how the thing works, if the thing still worked, and it does. This is my first time playing it, and I'm super excited to have it in my collection. That was actually one of the things I was wanting to knock off my list, and I love it. I just love it when you can find stuff like that out in the wild. Guys, what have you found out in the wild here recently that you're surprised that you knocked off your list? What do you think of the Sega Pico? It's kind of different, kind of bizarre, and did it really make a whole lot of sense? Sega could have done this on the Genesis? I don't know. Alright guys, well thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.